Hello, everyone, and welcome to Understanding Return on Investment ROI in Instructional Design, a deep dive. My name is Curtis Feland, and this presentation is brought to you by the Department of Education at Liberty University. Here we have a presentation overview. Our presentation will include an introduction to ROI, assessing ROI qualitatively and quantitatively, strategies to maximize ROI, assessment and evaluation in ROI, real-world benefits of positive ROI, conclusions, and references. Introduction to ROI, defining ROI in the context of instructional design. According to Smith and Knapp 2019, in the business world, one of the key metrics utilized to evaluate and select projects which will create value for the company is return on investment. In instructional design, it is the value that an organization accrues based on the outcomes of professional development. It goes beyond just dollar amounts and can also include increased value and production, as well as a reduction in injuries and mistakes. This allows organizations to work more effectively while also increasing the value of work being provided and the company as a whole. Assessing ROI quantitative data. Quantitative data is numerical data. This is the easiest data to determine if a program is successful or not. This can include measures such as the number of products produced, the number of clients seen, the number of calls completed, or the number of incidents. For example, imagine a bustling coffee shop in a downtown corporate park. As the owner of the coffee shop, you may measure the number of cups that your baristas are able to produce in an hour. You may also take note of the number of clients seen in a day or the number of telephone calls completed for online coffee orders. Depending on if your staff is trained well or not, you might have to measure the number of spilled coffees or burns acquired from handling steaming liquids all day. All of these areas of focus provide an instructional designer with a measurable goal to try and increase or reduce depending on a client's needs. As an instructional designer, it is important to remember that anything that has a number attached to it can and should be measured and used as quantitative data. Pastor, 2018. Assessing ROI qualitative data. Qualitative data is objective data. It is arguably the more difficult of the two assessment data types, as it typically requires either in-person interviews or data provided by surveys, which often has to be hand-filtered. Although quantitative data can provide a greater insight into a program than quantitative alone. The combination of quantitative and qualitative datasets is often used to determine the overall ROI of a program, and as such must be collected as accurately as possible. Using the example from the previous slide, this would be interviews you schedule with both your clients and your baristas at your coffee shop. Listening and asking questions will provide you with qualitative data, but unless you take the time to record or write down responses, it might be useless. Be sure to prepare accordingly when completing qualitative assignments. Next, we will discuss how ROI is a significant factor in most major organizations. ROI allows organizational leaders a method of making the intangibility of professional development trainings into the tangible. This is done by measuring the value of the company and the associated assets. Professional development programs typically produce a positive return on investment by increasing the value of the organization as a whole, but only with time. It is important to explain this to clients who wish to see instantaneous results. Strategies to maximize ROI. First, identify organizational needs, or what needs to change to make improvements. As we have previously covered assessments, that is where this strategy would be most applicable. Next, align the organization's outcomes with its performance goals. This prevents organizations from going off track, chasing improvements unrelated to their mission, vision, or values. After that, it is important to remember to reward employees who address concerns that hinder the company ROI. This method of maximizing ROI is crucial, as employee buy-in will ensure that value is added down the line. Last but not least, we have promoting the safety of employees' well-being through constant positive improvement. Similar to the previous strategy, by promoting the safety and well-being of employees, an organization will build a solid rapport of caring for their staff. Opperman et al. 2022. Assessment and evaluation in ROI. Discussing formative and summative assessments. Put simply, Summative assessments are feedback that is acquired at the end of the entire program, whereas formative assessments are constant feedback provided throughout the entire process. Other evaluation processes and their significance in calculating ROI. There are a number of methods besides summative and formative methods of analysis in instructional design. To name a few key methods of assessment, we could include decision-making evaluations, naturalistic evaluations, or even Kirkpatrick's 4 levels. Johansson 2008, Pastor 2018, Reiser and Dempsey 2018, Moore and Deal 2019. Real-world benefits of positive ROI. Positive ROI reflects positively on organizational growth, employee satisfaction, and overall productivity. This can be seen in numerous studies such as Abner et al. 2020, Kuo and Fitzpatrick 2020, Opperman et al. 2022, and Smith and Knapp 2019. In conclusion, ROI is beneficial for instructional designers, employees, and employers alike. It provides a method of assessing if an instructional design program is functioning as intended. It also gives data which allows for improvement over time. Finally, it promotes professional development with tangible outcomes. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Here are my references. Please feel free to contact me in the future, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this today. Bye-bye.